Hi, sports fans. Welcome back to another week here on the WFWA. Joe Aiello with you and some great action on the way. We'll get to that in just a moment. Don't forget to get those pens and papers ready. Coming up a little later on in the program, we'll give you those dates on when the stars of the WFWA will be touring throughout your city or town. July 4th, Le Rendezvous. The doors open at 6 o'clock. All the action getting underway at 6:30. Another television taping with the stars of the WFWA. July the 4th, no less than 16 big matches, including the Mighty Midgets, Little Tokyo and the Karate Kid, as well the ladies will be in town, and all the top stars from the WFWA. Tickets available at the door for only $5. Right now, let's go to the ring for our first match. Referee asking for the sound of the bell, and we're all set and ready to go with some more great action here on All Pro Wrestling. And Dave, the Golden Sheik, a man that, well, he claims he's from parts unknown. He claims that he's Canada's richest man. I don't know what to believe anymore. However you look at him, though, one of the toughest customers in the game today.
Well, the thing about the Golden Sheik, there's a lot of contradictions about the man. First of all, that ritual of his. I don't believe that there is any such ritual in the Muslim religion.
Well, I have to agree with you there 110%. But right now, Akam Singh has proven himself as a tough customer here. A flying drop kick that knocks the Sheik right off his camel, if you will, and right outside the ring. And Akam Singh looking down at him right now.
Well, as I was mentioning, there are many contradictions about the Golden Sheik. There's the first one I mentioned. There's also the fact that he claims to be a member of the Muslim religion. He claims to be a member of Islam, and yet he has a large cross tattooed to his shoulder. And here he goes for a ride.
Right over the top rope there, Akam Singh sending him into the ring. And, of course, Akam Singh, like I mentioned a couple of weeks back, wrestled all over South Africa to sold-out shows, came back to Canada undefeated, had a chance to talk with him. And he was saying that, you know, it's great to have the fan support, but the bottom line is he wants to win his matches, and he doesn't care what he has to do. If they want to mix it up in the ring with him, he'll mix it up. If they want to play scientific, he could go along with that as well.
Well, you see Akam Singh with a wrenching armbar there, and as you mentioned a few weeks ago, Akam Singh toured all through South Africa, and as I mentioned, the South Africans known for their size, their brawling wrestlers, as opposed to their scientific wrestlers. So if Akam Singh, as you said, went for the entire duration of his time in South Africa without a loss, I think that speaks miles about the man's talent.
Well, he's ranked in the top 10 right here in the WFWA, and right now, there you go. He's going to work on that arm of the Golden Sheik, and the Sheik grimacing in pain right now, saying no, no, no. Mercy, he's asking for mercy. He's asked for a timeout. Someone should explain to him the rules. Not that he followed them anyway, but he was asking for a timeout a little earlier on from Akam Singh. And right now, Singh applying that added 235 pounds or so on top of the shoulder or the bicep, tricep, if you will, of the Golden Sheik, trying to numb up that arm.
As he went to work on, I believe that was the deltoid there, Joe, and now he's trying to rip the elbow off there, out of its socket. And we mentioned earlier in the show that Akam Singh is known as the high flyer from Karachi, Pakistan. And if you look at the elevation he got on those earlier moves, and here he's flying through the air now too, but the wrong way.
Well, a good crowd on hand tonight here to see the Golden Sheik taking on Akam Singh. One of the great matches you'll see on today's program right here on the WFWA, and they're locking up horns right now in the square circle. Back to work. Akam Singh on that arm. Nice arm drag there, reverse arm drag, if you will. And Akam Singh right back on top of that arm. A seasoned veteran for such a young guy.
Well, that's right. He knows the weight of the two of his opponents in the ring is very similar to his own. There's no weight or strength advantage to either man. So it doesn't matter if he does it in the air or if he does it on the mat. He's just going to take care of business and try and stay in control.
Well, for a guy that's ranked in the top 10 here in the WFWA, let me tell you, he's in good company here with stars like Diamond Timothy Flowers, of course, the Warrior, the big man from the White Indian Reservation, Buffalo Bill Cody from the Stampede province, as you put it, a ways back. Of course, the French Mad Dog. You mentioned tag teams, great tag teams. The Boys in Black, one of the up-and-coming tag teams. Lenny St. Clair and Steve Gillespie. There's some great match stars right here in the
talk about high flyers.
And there it was, a flying drop kick. Speaking of high flyers, by Akam Singh, right there on the Golden Sheik that put him back a couple of feet.
There's a quick right hand from the Golden Sheik, and again, taking over control. We've mentioned in the past that he's not the prettiest wrestler in the world, but he does get the job done. He's a tough son of a gun, and that's why he's here in the WFWA.
Well, there you go. He should be on top of his opponent right now. Instead, he's praying to the mighty gods as he puts it. And he's going for a whip now on Akam Singh, and an elbow that lands right into the chest of Akam Singh that knocks him on his back. And the Golden Sheik coming in with some of his own medicine, if you will, and he's picking him up for the body slam, and there it is. The Sheik picking up 235 pounds like it was nothing. The Golden Sheik, some great upper body strength.
Here's a big whip into the ropes now.
Oh, and a leapfrog by Singh there, and a flying drop kick that lands on the Golden Sheik. A great move there by Akam Singh that caught the Sheik waiting around. He telegraphed that move, the body slam there by Singh going up for the ropes. That's why they call him the high flyer. Take a look at this. He's setting him up for something here. Oh, he lands on the head. He's trying to put him into a pin there. Has he got him? No go there. The Sheik rolled right over there just in the nick of time to get out of that one. And Akam Singh there tries to set him up for a rolling, I guess, body press or a small package from the second rope, if you will. A move that I haven't seen very often. Flying Salat kick. There it is, a move that no one's ever got up from. Oh, it's all over. Akam Singh putting the flying Salat kick to the Golden Sheik that landed right on the chin, knocked him out for a few seconds there. Your winner, Akam Singh, right here on All Pro Wrestling.
Here is your winner, the high flyer from Karachi, Pakistan, Akam Singh.
All right, fans, those dates are coming a little bit closer on when the stars of the WFWA will be on tour. Right now, let's take a look and see where they'll be. June 24th, Lynn Lake, Manitoba at the Lynn Lake Arena, 8 o'clock start time there. June 26th in Thompson at the C.A. Nesbitt Arena, 8 o'clock start time. Advanced tickets available at Byron Travel Service, 677-2333. On June 27th at Norway House, 8 o'clock start time. The stars of the WFWA will be there. June 28th at Cross Lake, as well as June 29th, Paul, Manitoba at the MBIC School Gym, 8 o'clock start time. Some great action there with the stars of the WFWA. For advanced tickets, phone Gary Pine at 623-6123. Now July 1st at Teglis at the Community Hall, a time change there. 2 o'clock in the afternoon start time. The stars of the WFWA, a battle royal for the main event. In Carmen, Manitoba, a Saturday night extravaganza, July 1st, 8:30 start time. Advanced tickets available at Club 107-745-6407. Come out and see the Little Bolster at intermission doing a weightlifting demonstration. Right now, a man that I can't believe what I'm seeing here, the Golden Sheik losing another match. Now, Sheik,
Look, you. I did not lose that match. I'm sick and tired of the officials in this WFWA. I'm sick and tired of the promotion. I'm sick and tired of everything. I am Canada's richest man. I can do anything I want. I walk and I talk and I do exactly what I want in a race.
well, as you saw, another another loss for you, Sheik, tonight again. Now, what's going to go on here, Sheik? I'm telling you, maybe it's time for you to hang up the boots or what? I don't know.
What are you talking about, hang on my boots? You want a shot at camera right now? I'm telling you, Joel, you better watch your mouth. You know, I just had a really good thought. These people in Winnipeg and surrounding areas, wherever that may be, you're in for a big surprise because the Sheik, even though I have a lot of money, I'm also the smartest man in all of Canada, too. I'm not as stupid as I look.
What are you talking about, a surprise, Sheik? What are you talking about?
Well, you're going to find out pretty soon what my surprise is. And I'll tell you, it's going to shake the wrestling world. This certain individual is going to annihilate all the competition. Goodbye, Bill Cody. Goodbye, Warrior. Goodbye, Akam Singh. And goodbye, French Bandit. Goodbye, everybody, because I have pulled it off. Oh, yes, I have.
All right, we're all out of time. The Golden Sheik, he says he's got a surprise for the wrestling world. We'll have to see what transpires right here on the WFWA. Get out of here. We're all out of time. We'll be back in just a moment. Match just getting underway. The Bolster from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, taking on Gentleman Jimmy Jordan. And right off the bat, Jordan throwing the Bolster into the turnbuckle. And he's giving him a few more for good measure, the little Bolster. And a few slaps there at the hands of Gentleman Jimmy Jordan. And a toss there, and right away, Gentleman Jimmy Jordan going to work on the little Bolster.
Well, Gentleman Jimmy Jordan's taking over right off the bat here. He knows he's got the height on the little Bolster, and he may not have the strength, although he has an amazing body himself, but he's going to take it to him using leverage and speed.
Well, he's landing a few shots there on the Bolster. The Bolster's going to whip him into the rope. Of course, the little Bolster, if you missed him a couple of weeks back, pound for pound, he is the world's strongest man. A young individual that can bench press 500 pounds, squat 725 pounds, and a beautiful back body drop there on Gentleman Jimmy Jordan. He's getting fired up. The little man, I call him the little big man, as you can see. He doesn't stand over 5 feet tall. And he's going to work right now, Gentleman Jimmy Jordan. He's got a smile on his face. I'm telling you, take a look at the body of the little Bolster.
Well, both men in the ring, obviously, fantastic physique. The Bolster, obviously, the fan favorite. He's wrestling in front of a home crowd here. They're excited. This is the second time this man has been in a ring here in the city. And his people, and they are his people, are excited.
Gentleman Jimmy Jordan halfway across the ring. And that just goes to show you why he became the world powerlifting champion in Holland just last year. Has decided to enter the world of professional wrestling to prove you don't have to be a big man to be a winner.
Well, he was a winner at the Western Canada Games. He was a winner at the Internationals. As you mentioned, this man is extremely powerful. He has the strength of a man, I must say, a foot taller, a good foot taller, because he stands in at just over 5 feet tall.
Well, the little guy can fight fire with fire, and I don't need to call him a little guy. I mean size-wise, because he's got a bigger body than most guys 6 feet tall.
Well, yeah, I don't think you have to be ashamed to call him a little man. He knows he's not as tall as some of the bigger wrestlers in this league, like the Warrior, the Rock and Singh, but he's got all the heart and fire of any of those guys, and he proves it night after night here in the ring. And one more thing, Joe, that you don't have to be ashamed to call him a little man, because that's what he says he's fighting for. He's fighting for the little men everywhere.
That's right, the little Bolster, a man from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, the world powerlifting champion, pound for pound, the world's strongest man. As you can see, the man flexing those muscles, landing a forearm smash that's got a hurt on Gentleman Jimmy Jordan, wincing in pain right now in the turnbuckle. And the little Bolster just looking at him and saying, hey, come on, baby, I'll give you some more.
And there's a little bit of rough tackling there by Gentleman Jimmy Jordan using the blades of his boot. One thing you've got to remember, and this is an amazing statistic, Joe, is that both men in the ring weigh in at just over 200 pounds. In fact, Joe, you see some more nefarious tactics by Gentleman Jimmy Jordan. In fact, the little Bolster weighs more than his opponent, Gentleman Jimmy Jordan, by close to 10 pounds.
Well, there you go. That goes to show the little Bolster getting upset now. He's asking for more, and there goes. He lands a haymaker of his own that sends Gentleman Jimmy Jordan across the ring. And look at the Bolster. He says, come on, I'll give you some more of that. You want to go fire with fire? You're talking to the wrong guy.
And he's hoisting a man a good foot taller than him. And if you want to talk about size, the only size you have to worry about here in this man is his heart, because he took that punishment, 30 solid shots to the head, and just laughed it off and took over in that ring.
Well, the man can bench press 500 pounds, as we mentioned, squat 725. A nice hip toss there, a vicious one, if you will. Going for the pinfall. Only a 2 count there, the little Bolster on Gentleman Jimmy Jordan. Wow, some great action here on the WFWA, and I'm telling you, the fans are picking up on this little Bolster. Ooh, gives him a shot to the forehead there.
You look at the body of that, on that little Bolster. He has the upper body of a man a good foot taller than him. If the camera could only shoot from the waist up, you would think the man was over 6 feet tall. He's amazing.
Well, Gentleman Jimmy Jordan landed a headbutt there that actually knocked him out more than it did the little Bolster. And here it is.
Slaps it on.
He's got him in that bear hug. I've never seen a man get out of this hole. Look at those arms, a good 23-inch arms or something like it. He's got the grip on Gentleman Jimmy Jordan right now, looking for a submission. And that's it. It's all over. The submission. The little Bolster over Gentleman Jimmy Jordan with the bear hug. Your winner right here. The little Bolster. Winnipeg Gold, Little Bolster. everyone, a man that's hit the province by storm. I'm talking about the little bulkster, the world powerlifting champion from last year, and you can hear the fans in the background calling out his name. Pound for pound, the world's strongest man. Take a look. This man can bench press 500 pounds, squat 725 pounds, and little bulkster, I guess you're glad to be back home.
First of all, I just want to say hi to everybody in Canada. Second of all, I'm really happy to be here wrestling.
One of the soft-spoken individuals here in the world of professional wrestling, but let me tell you, when you want to wrestle fire with fire, you're talking about the little bulkster, a man that applies that bear hug. He could break your ribs, injure your kidneys, and I'm telling you, if they want to go at it, some of the bigger men in this territory, you're ready to go for it.
All of them. I want them over 6'5". That's why I want to get the big guys, cut them in half so we're looking in the eyes.
All right, you just heard from the little bulkster, a man that says, bring them all on, 6'5", 7'5". He doesn't care. He's talking about the top competition here in the WFWA. And little bulkster, you're making your presence felt right here in the WFWA.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, you just heard from the little bulkster right here on All Pro Wrestling. We'll be back with more great action right after this. Psycho, and I guess this is the Sheik surprise. Of course, if you weren't with us last week, the Golden Sheik said he had a big surprise for us, and I guess this is the man, a man that wears the mask, and he is the Psycho by the name, weighing in over 300 pounds. And take a look at the work he's doing on Johnny Be Good right now before the sign of the bell. He went to work on Johnny Be Good.
Well, he's literally beating the living daylights out of the man, and I got to admit, though, that the Sheik has me stumped on this one. I've never seen this guy before. He's as big as the Warrior in there, but it's obviously not the Warrior because you know him and he doesn't wrestle that way. I have no idea who this man is.
Well, from parts unknown, I don't know where the Sheik found this man, but he's making him mince meat out of Johnny Be Good right here. Take a look. The mask, I can't tell who it is. I've never seen this man before. This, all we know is he wrestles under the name of Psycho. My first chance to see him, the Golden Sheik, might honestly have something here, Dave.
Well, I can't tell you anything more about him than you can see yourself. He apparently has some sort of martial arts training. He just two amazing judo takedowns. Either which of one could have taken Johnny Be Good out of action for the entire match.
Well, he sort of got the same form as a man like Abdul the Butcher. He actually wrestles like a man like Abdul.
Oh, I'll tell you what, folks. Abdul the Butcher can't show a secret like this man just did.
Well, I guess we'll call that the Psycho Flex. Take a look at the eyes. You can tell he's not all there. Some of the lights are out of that man's head. The Psycho, a man that the Golden Sheik has brought in, I'm sure costing his good penny. I'm telling you, he might have something here. One of the most sadistic individuals I've ever seen. Actually, this man even makes Diamond Timothy Flowers look like a pansy, so to speak.
Well, he makes Diamond Timothy Flowers in disguise, just like an average man. I don't know if he's going to wrestle. He doesn't show like a lot of wrestling skill, but for a man his size, he's got to be clearly over 200 pounds. He certainly shows a lot of agility.
Take a look at the weight. That move just marked. He raised the back. He's pulling something out of his front. He's putting it in his hood. What has he got up there? I don't know what it is. Oh, a headbutt. The mask has to be loaded. I don't even think the referee saw it. But the Psycho right now might have knocked him unconscious. I don't even know. He's adjusting something in his head, putting it back in his front. A man by the name of the Psycho. Never seen before on television. Hey, get out of here. We're trying to conduct a match here. The Psycho, and it looks like, we have 2 counts. He got up just in the nick of time, where actually the Psycho probably led him up. I don't know. But as you heard the Golden Sheik there, Dave, he says, what do you think of my man now?
The Golden Sheik has no business over here. I don't even know if he has any business at ringside. We don't know yet.
Look at his eyes there, Dave. Sorry to cut you off, but I'm telling you, the man's not all there. You're a winner. One of the most sadistic individuals in this territory or any territory. A man the Golden Sheik brought in, the Psycho.
The license is some sort of...
All right, fans, those dates are coming a little bit closer on when the stars of the WFWA will be on tour. Right now, let's take a look and see where they'll be. June 24th, Lynn Lake, Manitoba, at the Lynn Lake Arena, 8 o'clock start time there. June 26th in Thompson at the C.A. Nesbitt Arena, 8 o'clock start time. Advance tickets available at Byron Travel Service, 677-2333. On June 27th at Norway House, 8 o'clock start time. The stars of the WFWA will be there. June 28th at Cross Lake, as well as June 29th at Paul, Manitoba at the MBIC School Gym, 8 o'clock start time. Some great action there with the stars of the WFWA. For advanced tickets, phone Gary Pine at 623-6123. Now July 1st at Caithness at the Community Hall, a time change there. 2 o'clock in the afternoon start time. The stars of the WFWA, a battle royal for the main event. In Carmen, Manitoba, a Saturday night extravaganza, July 1st, 8:30 start time. Advanced tickets available at Club 107-745-6407. Come out and see the Little Bolster at intermission doing a weightlifting demonstration. Diamond Timothy Flowers, the man that's held many titles no matter where he's been, is back here in the WFWA, and he wants a piece of the Warrior. We're going to have to see what the promoters have to say about that one. But right now, he's going to deal with none other than Mike Lazansky, a man from California, and he looks like a good one.
Well, as you can see, Mike Lazansky spends a lot of time in the bridge, in the gym. I know, however, that Diamond Timothy Flower has the most important thing in there. He's got the experience on this young guy, and I think we're going to see him take this match quite handily, Joe.
Well, there you go. Beautiful arm drag there that sent Flowers into the ropes, and he's claiming that he pulled hair. But Flowers not showing much hair, actually. He's got a bit of a mohawk cut there, if you will.
Now, that's obviously ridiculous. It's some sort of a psych-out tactic. It's a distraction tactic. He wants to get his wits back together after flying through the air like that.
Well, Diamond Timothy Flowers, like we mentioned, you can't take the man too lightly. Held many titles no matter where he's been. He's claiming week after week that he wants a piece of the Warrior, the legend from the White Earth Indian Reservation in Minnesota. And right now, I think he should just concentrate on who he's got in the ring, and that's exactly what he's doing right now with the whip off the ropes. A miscue there, and a fine body press by Mike Lazansky, and only a 1 count. Flowers right on top, and some great moves here so far.
A nice fine body press there by young Mike Lazansky. Showed a lot of savvy there to keep the man unawares.
Well, another whip into the ropes here. Lazansky with move of his own.
This could be an upset.
Oh, only a 1 count. So Flowers just kind of a beautiful arm drag, and we are having some great action right here between Mike Lazansky and Diamond Timothy Flowers right here on the WFWA All-Pro Wrestling Show. And Dave Davis joining me, Joe Ello here. We're enjoying a great night of wrestling here. Capacity crowd on hand once again.
Well, yes, there you saw a beautiful move, a sunset flip by Mike Lazansky. And how often we've seen it right here in the ring on WFWA Wrestling, but a sunset flip ends it all for a wrestler.
Well, that's definitely it. A man with the savvy of Diamond Timothy Flowers, though I think it's going to take a little bit more than that. Just like to mention, Flowers for weeks now has been mentioning he wants some stiffer competition. Well, this might be it. Mike Lazansky just might be the man that puts it over Diamond Timothy Flowers. It would definitely be a step in the right direction for the young man out of San Bernardino, California.
Well, that's right. The WFWA is attracting some of the hottest young stars in the business. This is one of the first times we're seeing Mike Lazansky. He's strung pretty well, although right now he seems to be having a little bit of a rough time against his competitors. There's an ace comeback there.
Another great arm drag by Diamond Timothy Flowers. Actually on the bottom end of that one.
I like the way Lazansky took over like that. He saw his opening, he took the man down to the canvas, and now he's using his upper body strength to keep the man there.
Well, I'm telling you, a man that does pretty well for himself with the ladies, from what I hear. Mike Lazansky, a blue-eyed individual with a good-looking body, right now trying to make his mark in the world of professional wrestling. He says he came to this area because it's the toughest, and he wants to work the toughest to work his way up that ladder.
Yes, well, Mike has proved himself to be a great friend of the ladies here in the WFWA area. And I'll tell you what, Diamond Timothy Flowers surprised me. He's got his own fan club sitting on camera.
Well, I couldn't believe it either when I heard it for the first time, but I guess whether you like him or not, he is the winner, and he is one of the top contenders right here for that vacant WFWA heavyweight title. And when you mention champions, the name Flowers comes up in all conversations. He's wrestled all over the world, as you can see when he makes his way into the ring. The kimonos he wears, they are from Japan. Another whip into the rope. He's going for something here. Luzansky might have him. No. It actually might have rubbed off the sweat. He couldn't even get the hold on. Well, I didn't see it either, but right now I see him raking the eyes on the top strand, and you know that's got to hurt. That's a good half or a 1 inch, maybe even 1.5 inches of pure rope threaded in tape, and that's definitely got to hurt the eyes.
Well, I don't know how many times we've said this right before from the guest show, but man just got to take any advantage he can if he wants to win. And the winners, of course, are the ones that make the most money, so everyone wants to win.
Well, he's driving Mike Luzansky into the turnbuckle now. Another whip, and he loses that elbow. Flowers, of course, loving to use the diamond driver. He calls it his own version of the plow driver. There's a nice neck toss there, and set him up for something. And he's going to work now on a chokehold. He's got the laces of the boots wrapped into his neck area, and he's going to work with the choke, shielding it from the referee, saying he doesn't have a choke.
Well, and that's something I like to see. The referee taking charge. You know, a choke can really hurt a man. You can knock his wind out, even if you don't put him out, you can slow him down so that he can't properly counter whatever moves come in.
Well, Diamond Timothy Flowers putting on the holds right now on Mike Luzansky here on the WFWA. But this Mike Luzansky, let me tell you, the man with little ring experience, he's going very well here in the WFWA. I am very impressed with this young man.
He almost went for a pin over there. I don't know if he's completely gotten the better of Timothy Flowers. Now, Flowers once again taking it to the man, Mike Luzansky.
Using some dirty tactics there, and a karate thrust to the throat, it looks like. He's going to whip him into the rope here. Flowers going to work right now, and a nice back body drop sends him flying high in the air. And Mike Luzansky looks like he might be out of it. And a karate thrust, another one to the throat. And this is the sadistic side to Diamond Timothy Flowers, as you see. Only a 2 count. He's telling the referee that he's making too slow of a count. I don't know. Diamond Timothy Flowers with a chin lock here, side headlock, if you will, on Mike Luzansky.
Both men are starting to tire now. It's very hot here under the lights, and both men are working their hearts out. Both sweating.
He's got him in the sleeper hold, Dave. Mike Luzansky having the sleeper hold.
This is a good move. This is a good move. Timothy Flowers knows there's no real counter to the sleeper hold. He used his experience to get over to the rope, and he even turned it around a little bit.
That's right. Threw him outside that bottom strand there, kicked him out of the ring, and a shot to the turnbuckle. Might have hit his head on the steel there, and a couple of 3 shots for good measure, and a shot kick to the midsection there. That knocks Luzansky right back onto the ring apron.
Well, Luzansky managed to get his hand in the way of hitting the steel turnbuckle. You could even got a really good shot of it in the camera angle. And there he goes flying down back onto the canvas.
Well, putting 258 pounds of pressure on top of that top rope, you could do some serious damage to the throat area.
And let us point out that unlike some wrestling leagues in other parts of the world, we don't pad the torture around the ring, where we just leave the natural wood and cement on the floor.
Oh, he knocks him halfway into the crowd almost there. Mike Luzansky taking a vicious shot from a knee of Diamond Timothy Flowers. But he gets back. He's raring to go again, and he works his way into the ring there. A shot to the midsection shoulder block. And a shot this time to the midsection. And a nice neck toss there, bringing him over, a head toss, if you will. And he's got him in a chin lock of his own.
Well, and there you can see where condition is really paying off for Mike Luzansky there. Even though he's taking quite a beating, he still manages to put on a little show of his own.
All right, set him up already. Nice body slam, power slam from Mike Luzansky going up to the rope here. What's going to happen? He's going up to the top stand. Let's see what's going to happen here. Trying to balance himself up. Flowers still shaking up, and up goes Mike Luzansky. And here he comes, a flying fast and playing possum. There you go. He was a good 6 feet up in the air there. That one might just toss him. Here comes the diamond driver. And he lands it perfectly, knocking those vertebrae straight up the back. And Flowers, that's it. It's all over. There it is, your 3 count. Your winner, Diamond Timothy Flowers, right here on WFWA Wrestling. Here's your winner from Fire Island, New York, Diamond Timothy Flowers. All right, Joy Yellow back here at ringside with Diamond Timothy Flowers. who won another one right here, undefeated so far on the WFWA, right now ranked number 1 in the top 10 here on the WFWA. And Diamond Timothy Flowers for weeks now asking for certain individuals, names like Buffalo Bill Cody come up, of course, the Warrior, the French Mad Dog. Basically, it doesn't matter to you who your opponent is.
Hey, this Michael Zansky kid, the toughest guy I've had since I've been. Warrior, you're still hiding. You can run, but you can't hide. You think you're going to hide out in the reservation with the rest of those Indians? There's no way. I'm going to find you sooner or later. You know, I'll let Mother Nature take its course. I'm a very patient man, because one day you'll be walking down the street and you won't even know it's me, and I'm going to sucker you. That's all it's going to take is once. And I'm going to put you down, and I'm going to put the boots to you. I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to cripple you. I'm going to put you out. Just like your old partner, baby.
Well, never mind, Diamond Timothy Flowers. If you want to meet the Warrior, you're going to have to meet him in the ring. And I never thought I'd say this, but believe it or not, you even had some fan support tonight from some of the Flower Power followers here.
The people love me throughout the world, not just in Canada. Throughout the world, they love me because they know that the Diamond Timothy Flowers is the only real man in the world, bar none. The only real man, especially in this country of Canada, where the men are a bunch of cowards like the Warrior, because he's going to run. He's going to run, and he's going to run. But sooner or later, that fat slob's going to run out of gas. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be there to fill you up. 1, 2, I'm going to fill it up. So I'm going to knock the teeth out of your throat, fill your fat belly up with those teeth. And then I'm going to shove a Lysol can down your throat. And then we're going to see what you're made of.
All right, Diamond Timothy Flowers certainly is a man that's never at a loss for words. Right here on the WFWA, he says he wants a piece of the Warrior. We'll have to see what the Warrior says about that. We'll be back with more action right after this. All right, fans, those dates are coming a little bit closer on when the stars of the WFWA will be on tour. Right now, let's take a look and see where they'll be. June 24th, Lynn Lake, Manitoba, at the Lynn Lake Arena, 8 o'clock start time there. June 26th in Thompson at the C.A. Nesbitt Arena, 8 o'clock start time. Advance tickets available at Byron Travel Service, 677-2333. On June 27th at Norway House, 8 o'clock start time. The stars of the WFWA will be there. June 28th at Cross Lake as well. June 29th, the Palm, Manitoba at the MBIC School Gym, 8 o'clock start time. Some great action there with the stars of the WFWA. For advanced tickets, phone Gary Pine at 623-6123. Now July 1st at Peguis at the Community Hall, a time change there. 2 o'clock in the afternoon start time. The stars of the WFWA, a battle royal for the main event. In Carmen, Manitoba, a Saturday night extravaganza, July 1st, 8:30 start time. Advance tickets available at Club 107-745-6407. Come out and see the Little Bolster at intermission doing a weightlifting demonstration. Tag team action, always a pleasure when Buffalo Bill Cody and the French Mad Dog tag up together. They're taking on the Tulip and the Equalizer, Don McCullough, a strange combination. So like we were saying before the match started, Dave, the Tulip. Who does he look like, Dave?
Well, I was mentioning to you earlier, as we see Night Shoes right there by the gave me advantage by Cody. We were calling this Tulip almost a bad version of the Sheik. You obviously get the hair done at the same place. I realize that's a paradoxical thing, because the Sheik is bad enough.
Well, yeah, I don't know who's really complimenting there, the Tulip or the Golden Sheik. But right now, the matters at hand, Buffalo Bill Cody taking off to the French Mad Dog. And there you go. He's locking up horns with Don McCullough, the Equalizer from Billings, Montana. And the dog with a clean break there. And I'm telling you, the dog and Cody have wrestled many tag team bouts in the past, and I'm telling you, ranked as one of the top tag teams in the WFWA. Right now, they want to work on McCullough and the Tulip.
Well, what they lack in combined weight, they certainly make up in combined years of knowledge. Both of these men have been in the ring for literally decades, and they're both in prime state, and they're showing us right here what they can do. And the one thing about the dog, as I've said many times before, Joe, when you talk about the dog, you're talking excitement. He only has one gear, Joe, and that's forward.
That's right. Family members love him all over in the world, wherever he goes. The kids love him. The parents love him, if you will. Grandma and Grandpa love him. But I'm telling you, opponents don't, and you can see why, because when you add a little bit of fuel to that fire, it's a dog day afternoon, so to speak, for most of his opponents.
What does that say about fiery French temper, Joe? I think we're seeing that tonight.
Right now, Cody whipping McCullough into the rope. Comes back with a shot of his own, and looks like a tag there. The French Mad Dog back in the ring, and McCullough, he's holding back a nice double team there by Cody and the Dog, landing a chop to the midsection of the chest area, and in comes the Tulip now. And the French Dog is going to pull pedals off of the Tulip here, I'm sure. Got him in a headlock right now, and the Tulip, he might even be biting him. I can't tell from this angle.
Well, you never know what the Mad Dog is going to do. He'll do anything to win a match. He'll also do anything to please the fans.
Knocking a Tulip on his back there. Comes back with another shoulder block. The Dog, the little of the two men, but who's going to go to work right now on the blonde man known as the Tulip. Step over, and here it comes. Setting up for a headlock, and there he goes again. He's grinding on that head right now, the French Mad Dog and Buffalo Bill Cody, like we mentioned, ranked as one of the top tag teams in the WFWA. And the Tulip in there with Cody now, and Cody knocking both knees together right into the face of Tulip, and Tulip will be lucky if he doesn't have a couple of black eyes tomorrow.
Well, you talk about Cody and the Dog being better, and look at the speed of Cody here. Look at the ease with which he does a standing drop kick. The man is perpetual motion in there.
Well, there you go. He's all psyched up, and like I mentioned, I've never seen Bill Cody this fast and furious before. It's like he got a new life. Of course, he was out of wrestling for about 6 months for rehabilitation after a shoulder injury, and he's come back with a storm. I'm telling you, right now, he's in the ropes. Don McCullough and the Tulip double teaming him. The shot to the chest there, another forearm smash, and here comes McCullough. And Cody moves out of the way, and he knocks his own partner. They knocked them both out of the Cody, moving just in the nick of time, and he's going to hip toss. And a spring net that's going to knock the back. I don't think Don McCullough touched his toes in about 15 years, but he did there.
He just did, Joe. He just did. And here's the Dog ripping at McCullough's face. This is already turning into a joke here. What these two men are doing to this team, the Tulip and McCullough. McCullough obviously carrying his partner there, the Tulip, and he's not even carrying him that well.
Well, we both know Don McCullough fairly well, and they didn't give him the nickname the Equalizer for nothing. The man's put a few boys out of professional wrestling himself, and he's damn proud of it, as he puts it. And who knows what could happen here, but right now the Tulip and McCullough double teaming the French Mad Dog, and they made a tag as well. The Tulip now in the ring, landing a forearm of his own, knocking the wind right out of the Dog, and another one for good measure. McCullough working on referee Dave Goebel right now to keep him out of the way, and he's going to work on the top strand there. Tulip choking him, landing shots, both of them shots to the chest area. The Dog looks in bad shape, looks like he's on rubber leg street.
Right, he's going to have to get in for a tag now. He's obviously all out of breath. The referee didn't notice the Tulip choking him there on the rope. He has to have the tag rope around him just as the ref was coming in. There's a nice reversal by the Dog. He's in control now, and back again to the Tulip.
Tag team action here on the WFWA All-Pro Wrestling. The French Mad Dog, Buffalo Bill Cody on one side of the ring. Their opponents, the Equalizer, Don McCullough, and a man in the pink tights, the Tulip. Right now, Cody off the second strand. An elbow smash to the higher end of the back, probably right between the shoulder blades, and that's definitely got a sting. Right now, he's going to whip, and he knocks McCullough right off the ring apron. McCullough's going to yell at the referee, and Tulip landed right into him, and here he comes. What's he got? Oh, twist that head around. And who knows what Tulip will look like now. One of those ears might be attached to the top of his forehead.
Well, it looks like Cody's introducing the Tulip to his new group.
There you go, monkey flip there. Buffalo Bill Cody, that's why he's scoring cowboy boots. You saw earlier cowboy.
There's a mistake by the Tulip. I have to say it, Joe. He had a chance to tag off. He should have done it.
That's exactly an inexperienced tag team there, McCullough and the Tulip. I don't think they've worked together on many occasions. However, they're showing very well right now with Tulip landing those smashes to the chest of Buffalo Bill Cody. Now McCullough going to work with rapid fire there, if you will. He's going to work back on that top strand.
Well, McCullough's got a reputation as a street fighter. He learned his trade in the bars in Billings, Montana, where all the tough cowboys hang out. He's won some tough man contests, and he's showing right there that he can roughhouse with the best of them. And here's another tactical error. I'm sorry, Joe. I just have to point this out. The Dog is now distracting the referee. You understand he's got the fiery French temper. He's emotional, but he has to stay out.
There you you go, Cody, with a body slam there from the Tulip. He's going to work on the boots now, and Tulip with a size 15 boot, believe it or not, landing him on the chest there of Buffalo Bill Cody. A whip into the rope. Tulip with something coming here. Got him set up. What's he going to do with him? Oh, a backbreaker. Took his time with it. Exactly. Oh, and McCullough.
Nice move by McCullough.
That could break a man's back. He's got his foot up on the ropes. I hope the referee Dave Goebel catching is just in time. There's a 2 count there, and wow, that could have cost him the match.
Well, we were almost looking at an upset there, Joe. McCullough took advantage of his partner's capitalization on Cody's ring generalmanship there. Nice move by McCullough to take over.
Oh, but Cody coming back with some fire of his own, trying to make a tag, and no, Tula pulling him back just in time. The dog up on the rope, but look at this. Cody's trying to make it over, and hold on, no tag, just get the referee turned away. There should have been a tag there. I don't know if they meant hands or not, but the dog comes into the ring. I think Don McCullough's been seriously injured. He's outside the ring right now.
Well, the two of us hanging on for dear life. They just barely stopped Cody from making the tag. And Don McCullough's down there by the side of the ring now. He may be hurt. He didn't get a chance to tag.
Tulip taking a beat right now from the dog, and this is going to cost him because McCullough looks seriously hurt outside the ring. Tulip's left on his own right now with the dog and Cody, and both of them were having a rough time. I don't think the Tulip's going to fare very well by himself, and he lands him right in the turnbuckle there. And the Tulip, there comes the dog sent off for a slam. I don't know, Don McCullough holding on to those ribs. He could have injured his ribs or something. They might be broken. He's having a problem getting back up onto that ring apron. There he comes now. Look at this, Buffalo Bill Cody on the top rope. Flying body press. This could be it. Oh, it's all over. Buffalo Bill Cody and the French Mad Dog. What a beautiful body press. They're your winners right here in tag team action. Here all right, fans, those dates are coming a little bit closer on when the stars of the WFWA will be on tour. Right now, let's take a look and see where they'll be. June 24th, Lynn Lake, Manitoba at the Lynn Lake Arena, 8 o'clock start time there. June 26th in Thompson at the C.A. Nesbitt Arena, 8 o'clock start time. Advance tickets available at Byron Travel Service. 677-2333. On June 27th at Norway House, 8 o'clock start time. The stars of the WFWA will be there. June 28th at Cross Lake as well. June 29th, the Paul, Manitoba at the MBIC School Gym, 8 o'clock start time. Some great action there with the stars of the WFWA. For advance tickets, phone Gary Pine at 623-6123. Now July 1st at Pegless at the Community Hall. A time change there. 2 o'clock in the afternoon start time. The stars of the WFWA, a battle royal for the main event. In Carmen, Manitoba, a Saturday night extravaganza, July 1st, 8:30 start time. Advance tickets available at Club 107-745-6407. Come out and see the Little Bolster at intermission doing a weightlifting demonstration. All right, everyone. Joy Ello back here with more great action on the WFWA. Always a pleasure when these two men tag up. I'm talking about the French Mad Dog to my left, and of course Buffalo Bill Cody from the Stampede province of Calgary, Alberta. And Buffalo Bill Cody, another victory for you and the dog.
You know, Joe, it's always a pleasure coming in here and talking to you. You know, you do so many great things about WFWA wrestling, you know. Yes, another victory. But remember one thing, I have a partner that's been in the business for many years, and he knows what's happening. I've been in the business many years, and I know what's happening in the ring, too. Let me tell you something. Stampede is on, like I told you last week. Sooner or later, Timothy Flowers, Bart Steiger, also Randy Rudd. We're going to climb into that square circle, even if it's a 1-1, 2-1, or 3-1. It may be this week, it may be next week, it may be a month from now. But we're going to climb in, and we're going to get hold of this, and we're going to square things right off.
All right, Buffalo Bill Cody talking about some of the biggest names in professional wrestling when he mentions guys like Diamond Timothy Flowers, of course, Randy Rudd and Bart Steiger, the Mid-South Tag Team Champions at one time. They're known as the Boys in Black and the Black Attack. And the French Mad Dog, of course, you heard Bart Steiger and Randy Rudd a few weeks back mentioning how you men were nothing more than dinosaurs. It was time for you two to hang up the boots. But I'm telling you, after what I saw tonight, It's time to get a fresh start here in the WFWA. You two are revved up and ready to go.
Yeah, we're revved up and ready to go. And whoever says, those two young punks, it says time for us to hang up our boots. They don't know what's behind my boots. My boots are just starting to run around. My boots know every square inch of this ring. And those two young punks, they say they come here and beat us two old-timers. They got something coming to them. They don't know what we both have in store. What happened tonight, it's just a slight example of what could happen. Whoever wants to come and put their name on the dotted line against us old-timers. We got more in our bag than they ever learned in their lives, those two young punks.
All right, French Mad Dog, how about a few words in French for, of course, all our great French-speaking viewers out there here on the WFWA?
Oui, je suis tout à content de venir dans les paroisses canadiennes françaises, venir défendre mon ami, c'est de Calgary, il ne comprend pas l'anglais, mais ça fait rien. Je suis capable de me battre en français ou en anglais, ça ne fait pas de différence. Moi, je vais défendre ma peau n'importe quel temps. Ça ferait qui vient contre moi. Ils vont savoir qui ont eu pour se battre contre.
All right, Buffalo, Bill Cody and the French Mad Dog, whether they're in tag team action or in singles competition, two of the biggest names in professional wrestling, they're here with us on the WFWA.
I got one more thing to say, I had an old partner one time, he's retired now, was Mike Spengler. And he said the older he got, the harder he hit, and he stung like a bee. Thanks to you, Mike Spengler, that you taught me how to wrestle great. I'm very proud of you because it wasn't for you and the Mad Dog, we wouldn't be today in the WFWA of all wrestling.
All right, you heard from the Big Cowboy and the French Mad Dog right here on All Pro Wrestling. We'll be back right after this. All right, everyone, just before we go, don't forget July 4th, Le Rendezvous, 6 o'clock. The doors open. All the action getting underway at 6:30. Tickets only $5, and what a price. For no less than 16 matches will be on hand that night, including the Mighty Midgets, Little Tokyo, and the Karate Kid, as well some great ladies action and all the top stars of the WFWA. For now, I'm Joy Ello with the stars of the WFWA. Have yourselves a great week.